Carbon emissions have been on the rise since 2005, so we decided to walk around the city of Perth and ask what others thought about this. What's your view on the fact that carbon emissions have risen drastically since 2005?
Well, I haven't actually read any of the facts. I've only read newspaper articles and that sort of thing. I suppose the history and the definity of where we're at with emissions and all that sort of thing, I sort of got a bit of a neutral view on it at the moment. It's not that I don't believe, but I haven't really seen anything definitive that's going to convince me that that's what the cause is. So yeah.
Yeah, it's concerning, to be honest. Yeah, very concerning.
I didn't know that they had risen drastically since 2005.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
To be fair, I didn't know this morning either. Do you think it affects the public mindset in any way?
I don't think it's probably well known enough, and maybe the effects of it are not as well publicised. People don't feel a personal connection to it, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think unless we know, we're really thinking about it. You know, we know that it's rising, but what are the outcomes? What are the result of it?
I'm not sure, actually. I would have thought it probably might have had a bit more of an impact at the last election, but I guess it didn't. So I'm worried that the public are sort of brushing it off a bit.
Oh, I think people are genuinely worried, for sure. I think they're genuinely worried mostly with what they see written in the media without really knowing what the exact facts are that are written by the experts from around the world. I haven't seen all of those facts written either, but just in general terms with what we're seeing in the media generally, I think people are worried, especially the younger generation.
Does it affect you personally?
It does, I suppose, to a degree, because if it is proven that there is a definitive problem, then of course I've got children and I've got grandchildren, so naturally it's probably going to affect them in the future if it's proven to be what it is.
I do as many things as I can to save energy around the house. I've got solar at home, really cutting energy down as much as possible. I guess that's what I'm doing. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, no, don't know. Yeah.
And do you think the government should be doing anything about it?
Yeah, I think so. I think they've got to make sure that, people that pollute the environment a lot actually pay a price to do that, or something of that nature, or have some sort of incentive to stop doing that. So, yeah, I think they probably have to do that.
Potentially, yeah. Obviously, they have the power, don't they?
Yeah, I think the government can always do something about anything if there's the want and the need to.
I think the government does what it can within its power and in relation to the funding that all governments are given, and to do anything more definitive would basically break the public purse in relation to what they're talking about in this particular day and age. But that's not to say that they can't do more, but of course more is going to be cost, and cost affects everybody, not just the government, but the government has to get the money from somewhere.
I'm Giles, reporting for Undercurrent WTV Perth.